This video is going to be about the book, The Long Lost Friend, written by George Hohman in 1820, about the healing practice of Braucherei or Pow Wow. The book contains many what I consider prayers for healing or for spiritual protection. The book was written in 1820, so it is in public domain, so you can search for it on the internet and read it for free. But anyway, I was wanting to do a video on the section of the book where it gives instructions on how to make a wand for searching for iron, ore, or water. And it says, on the first night of Christmas, between 11 and 12 o'clock, break off from any young tree twig of 1 year's growth in the three highest names, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. At the same time, facing towards sunrise, which that's the east, whenever you apply this wand in searching for anything, apply it 3 times. The twig must be forked, and each end of the fork must be held in one hand, so that the third and thickest part of it stands up. But do not hold it too tight. Strike the ground, but with the thickest part, and that which you desire will appear immediately if there is any in the ground where you strike. The words to be spoken when the wand is thus applied are as follows. Archangel Gabriel, I conjure thee in the name of God the Almighty to tell me, is there any water here or not? Do tell me. If you search for iron or ore, you have to say the same, only mention the name of which you are searching for. And then later on in the book, it gives some more instructions here. Let me see if I can find that. Words to be spoken while making divinatory wands. In making divinatory wands, they must be broken as before directed. And while breaking and before using them, the words must be spoken. Divining wand, do thou keep that power which God gave unto thee at the very first hour, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. There's only 1 hour out of the year that you can make one of these rods or wands. And several years ago, I ended up making one, according to the instructions. It was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've never used it. But this is what it looks like here. It's kind of a Y-shaped. You have kind of these 2 branches here, and this is the thickest part. And the way you use it is you hold it like this, and you strike the ground with it 3 times. And if there's anything below the ground that what you're searching for, it should appear before your eyes. Then again, I've never used it, so I don't know if it works or not. But anyway, there's that. There's several good books about Braucherei or Pow Wow out there. However, the best one out there is The Red Church. This is a very good book. Let me see if I can get it there. Okay. I'll kind of pull it up. C.R. Belardi. Excellent book about the practice of Braucherei. This author here, C.R. Belardi, he has definitely done his research. And he has written a little bit about this divining rod or wand in this book. And I'll read here to what it says. Part of this is what I've already read, so I'll skip that part. And then we'll go here. The instructions seem to imply that if the substance is in the ground, where you are searching that the wand will make it pop up out of nowhere. That's not the case. You strike the ground with the wand where you think the substance is, and when you use the forked wand, just like any other witching rod. To do this, hold the forked end very gently, one fork in each hand. Let the forks rest lightly between the thumbs and ring fingers. The thickest end is then outstretched over the area where you are dousing. If the substance is there, the wand will bend downward. The more and better the substance is there, the more insistent the pull on the wand will be. And that's what it says in this book. This reminds me of the dowsing rods that were used by farmers and other rural people to locate water. I grew up in a farm, and I remember my dad was going to dig a well, and our neighbor had cut a branch off of a tree, and he was walking around the perimeter, not at the perimeter, but all over our property, trying to use the branch that he just cut in order to locate water. It was Y-shaped, just like this one. Usually the dowsing rods are flexible though, and what you do is you hold it like that. You kind of go around the property, and if you go over any water, hopefully the end will kind of start going up and down to let you know that there is water down there. How this works, I don't know. I've heard some people say that it's because of energy, but honestly, I don't know how it works or even if it does work. But I've heard a lot of people say that they do believe in it. It's called dowsing. I've heard it called other things too. Most of the time, they would use a rod like this that's shaped like a Y. Sometimes they will use rods that are shaped like a capital L, and usually those are made of metal. But anyway, that's the divinatory wand or rod that is in the book, The Long Lost Friend. There is only 1 hour out of the year that you can make these, and that's coming up in December. So if you want to make one, go ahead and plan and everything so that you can make it in December. And if you do, let me know. I would definitely like to see it and hear about it. But anyway, here is this video, and until next time, bye.